January 1st. 10 goals, a new journal. Total conviction that this year is different. By February, 8 of those goals are gone. Maybe all 10. Sound familiar? Here's what most people tell themselves after that happens. I just need more discipline, more willpower, more motivation. So they try again, harder, and hit the same wall. But what if discipline was never the problem? What if the highest performers, the ones who seem untouchable, consistent, almost machine-like, aren't running on more motivation than you? What if they're just running in a smarter sequence? Because here's what nobody tells you. It's not about doing more. It's about stacking better. And once you understand how, no one can stop you. Every year, billions of dollars are spent on planners, productivity apps, online courses, and self-help books. People set intentions, build vision boards, and watch motivational content religiously. And most of them still feel stuck, not because they're lazy, not because they don't care enough, but because no one taught them how habits actually connect inside the brain. Behavioral scientists call it implementation intention, the process of linking a new behavior to an existing one so tightly that the brain stops treating it as effort and starts treating it as automatic. You can call it something simpler, chaining. Elite athletes use it. High-output CEOs use it. Top creatives use it, quietly, consistently, and without making a big deal about it. It's not a secret. It's just a system most people never learn to build correctly. But before you can stack anything, you need to understand exactly why your current habits keep collapsing. So why do habit systems fail, even for people who genuinely want to change? It almost always comes down to 2 invisible mistakes. Mistake 1. Building habits around outcomes instead of identity. Most people say, I want to run a marathon. That sounds powerful. That sounds like motivation. But the moment life gets busy, a stressful week, a late night, an early meeting, that marathon feels distant. So they skip one day, then another, then the habit is gone. Why? Because the habit was tied to a finish line, not a lifestyle. The person who stays consistent doesn't say, I want to run a marathon. They say, I am someone who moves every morning. Small difference in words, enormous difference in results. Mistake 2. Designing habits in isolation. A new habit with no connection to your existing routine is just a floating intention. It depends entirely on you remembering it, feeling motivated, and having the energy to start from scratch every single day. That's an exhausting system, and the brain eventually rejects it. The brain doesn't run on effort. It runs on sequence and predictability. And here's where it gets more interesting. The third mistake is one that even consistent people make without realizing it. Here's where it gets uncomfortable, because mistakes 3 and 4 don't hit beginners. They hit people who are already trying. Mistake 3. Stacking too many habits at once. Picture this. Someone sits down on a Sunday night and builds the perfect morning routine. Color-coded, timed to the minute. Meditation, journaling, exercise, cold shower, reading, all before 8 a.m. It looks incredible in a notebook. By day 9, it's gone. Because more structure doesn't create more progress. It creates more pressure. And pressure without foundation always collapses. The counterintuitive truth: less sequence, more success. Start with 2 linked habits. Build from there. Mistake 4. Ignoring your environment. You can have the right mindset and the wrong setup. And the wrong setup wins every time. The person who wants to read before bed, but leaves their phone on the nightstand, isn't failing because of weakness. They're failing because their environment is running a different program than their intentions. Willpower fights the environment and loses. Smart stacking uses the environment as the trigger. Now that you know exactly what breaks habit stacks, here's how to build ones that actually hold. Now let's build something that actually lasts. The habit stacking framework has 3 steps: simple, sequenced, and designed to work with your brain, not against it. Step 1. Anchor. Find one habit you already do every single day without thinking. Morning coffee, brushing your teeth, sitting at your desk. That habit becomes your foundation. It's not glamorous, but it's unbreakable. And unbreakable is exactly what you need to build on. Step 2. Attach. Link one new, small behavior directly to that anchor using this formula. After I do this, I will do that. After I pour my coffee, I will write 1 sentence in my journal. That's it. 1 sentence. Make it embarrassingly simple, because the brain doesn't need impressive. It needs repetition. Easy wins build the neural pathway. The pathway builds the habit. Step 3. Expand. After 10 to 14 days, when that link feels natural, add 1 more layer, then another. 3 small stacked habits can quietly compound into a focused, 30-minute morning ritual, built without force, without drama, and without depending on motivation. Before you move on, run this quick self-audit. Do your habits have a clear anchor? Are they sequenced, not floating? Is your environment set up to support them or silently work against them? This isn't about being extreme. It's about being consistent in a way that doesn't depend on how you feel that morning. You now know more about building lasting habits than most people will learn in a year of trial and error. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow, pick one anchor habit. Attach one new behavior to it. Just one. Keep it small. Keep it sequenced. Let it grow. And drop your anchor habit in the comments right now. Let's build this together, because seeing what others are stacking makes your own stack stronger. If you want to keep building systems that actually work, the kind that compound quietly and deliver loudly, this channel is where you come back every week.